What's going on? Just coming back from football, and I seen one of these security vans drive past me. And I looked at me, we was in the traffic together. I looked at them, he looked at me, I looked at them, he looked at me. I said, bro, I'm not trying to rob you guys no more, man. I don't live that life no more. But it just made me think, like, how man used to do this thing is kind of brazen. It's kind of mad. Like, man used to go and rob these people like it was nothing, like as if. But don't get me wrong, we were scared. I used to be scared before I go there. It was just an easy thing, like, yeah, let me go on a bad boy tip. Nah. Like, before we got in the car, I've talked about this before, where I'll be nervous. I'll be like, thinking, oh, should I do this or not? The man I'm gonna put that Young Jeezy album. I talk about this all the time, Fug Motivation 101. When I hear, he used to hit the kitchen lights, cockroaches everywhere. Hey, I know music can't make you go and do anything, yeah? But it does influence, it can change your mood. And it used to put me in that mood where the fear was gone. So I know we look at drill music now, and people are like, oh, drill music this, drill music that. We're not saying drill music is the thing that goes and makes them do these madnesses, but it does have a huge influence, especially now how they're sending for each other as well. But anyway, this ain't about drill anyway. So, remember some of these things that we've done, and I think about like, wow, sometimes you used to put yourself at risks for failed ones. I'll tell you about the failed ones, yeah? Because everyone always talks about the lavish, oh yes, we've gone and done this robbery, we've got £20,000, 25. There'll be times where we went back with zero, empty, ruined, pissed. So I remember, I'll tell you about a few. So one of them was like in North London one time. We've gone there, and I won't say who I was with, but we've gone there, there's 5 of us all together. So we went in 2 cars. So we always just have a safety car sometimes, right? So we went in a safety car. So me and one next brother were gonna go and grab the thing in it. This is while I was on a run. I remember while I was on a run trying to stack up as much money as possible, right? So man went to the. We've seen it. So I stepped out with my brethren. We've seen it. And this is like the first time that he's gonna go and do it, so he's never done it before. So I told him, look, bro, when you see my man, just run up to him and grab the thing in it. He's like, yeah, cool, say nothing. So we see my man come out the bank. So we run up to him. My brother ran up to him, grabbed the thing, but the guy wouldn't let go. So I've gone there on a bad boy thing, jumped on, let go. The guys that see me, they still don't want to let go. Grab the thing, trying to wrestle with him. My man's arresting him, so I'm thinking, raw, we got the belly. Because the way this guy didn't want to let go, but it was snowing as well, innit? So, like, we're tussling, we both fell on the floor, fell in the snow, then people are starting to see us. So I managed to get up, running. My man's chasing us with his helmet. He's chasing us. I'm like, raw, we must have got a belly right now. Anyway, my next bedroom, like, he stopped, like, tried to scare him. Then the guy stopped, then we jumped in the car. We jumped in the car now, and we drove towards East London. We went to Wanstead Flats. We went to park, Wanstead Flats, yeah. My 2 bedrooms went to go and open a box. And I remember one of my next bedrooms come from North West London, so like I said, it was 2 cars. One car was just one person who was kind of the spotter, and the other car had 4 of us, right? So, we know people always fall out over money. Money's the main thing. They always say like friends will say they're best friends, but put women and money, their opportunities in there, and people will snake each other. But anyway, so my 2 other bedrooms that was with me, who don't know the other one really like that, have gone and opened a box. And they've come back and said, oh, that box is empty, man. Pissed, man. So my next bedroom is looking at now, like, what's going on? They're telling me that now the box is empty. So I didn't go and see the box being open. So I have to go with what they're telling me. I'm like, yeah, it's in the box is empty. So he's like, nah, man, what do you mean the box is empty? The guy was putting up a fight. I'm like, they tell me the box is empty. So I'm looking at my guys, like, because if they didn't do a sneaky thing, they might just give me like a signal. But like, no, the box is empty. I'm like, yo, they saying the box is empty, you know? Like, he was pissed. He's thinking that man, I'm trying to bump him, innit? So anyway, he jumped in the car, kept it moving, and like, he's pissed. He's thinking that, yeah, man tried to rob him something. But what's happened that his car got spotted in the area trying to get away, because we dumped our car, jumped in cabs. So he tried to drive his car back to Northwest, and he got pulled up on the A46. When he got pulled up on the A46, he's like, nah, I just lent my car to my bedroom to me, but it didn't put my name in it. It just said he lent the car to me. It's only when there's a police interview they let him know that now the box was empty. So I was like, but at first he was pissed off. Probably thought we were trying to bump him. But so imagine we put ourselves at risk of all of that just to rob an empty box. And what did they do? They put a pillow. They used to put pillows in the boxes to make us feel heavy. So I started clocking these things anyway in terms of like, look at them. Actually, I shouldn't be school. I'm not gonna school people for people to start going and do it. But I started clocking that when I knew they had something, when they didn't have something. But another one, while I was on a run again, madman. I done one on my own. Yeah, this is legendary. I done one on my own. Yeah, like I'm on a run, so I'm trying to make peas, right? I know, you know what? I'm gonna hand myself in soon. Let me just try and make as much money in as possible, right? So I won't say the area or nothing like that. But I've gone there and I've seen this thing there a couple of times now. Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times. So I'm like, yeah. So I've come back the next time. I see it that same time at that same moment. I said to the man, I'm like, yo, I've got one lined up, you know, but no one's really on it that now. I'm not going to that area, man. I'm like, I planned it out. So you know what I done, yeah? I got me, you know, the how you call it, take me to Ghana bags, them big loon jet bags that you know when they're African aunties. And your mum and dad, they take it to Ghana, Africa, they pack it all up. The laundry bag, the checkered laundry bag, you know what I'm talking about, man? The one that's in the next to the big fridge freezer. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I had that, so I folded it all up, yeah, and I put it in a rucksack. So I had a rucksack. So then what I wore my bright coloured tracksuit bottoms, yeah, underneath, and then over it, I put on like some dark jacket, dark, what you call it. I even bought a change of footwear. So my footwear was all black. So basically in my rucksack, I put the Ghana, take me to Ghana bag. And I also put my, and I also put my trainers in there, so white trainers in there. And I had like a grey tracksuit. But over that, I put up like a, I was wearing all black clothing basically. And what I done, I borrowed my missus' weave. Missus at the time, I borrowed her weave, innit? So I put on a weave, yeah. I put on a weave and a hat. And a hat come like I got some mad hairstyle. So I see the thing now, I see it pull up. Even that morning, I tried to call the man and say, you man, are not, they're like, nah, they're not on it. Like, cool, but I already planned all my whole getaway. I'm gonna jump on the train. I'm a madman, yeah? So, anyway, so I see my man, yeah? And he's looked at me, but he just thought, oh nah, I look like some, I could just be some crack kicker the way I came out, yeah? But as he's going to do the delivery, he went to one shop, and I thought, nah, let him not get him to that shop. I see him going to do the other shop now. When he going to do the other shop, I'm going to grab him, run, and I even slipped, yeah? I ran for about a minute, taking left, right. This is early morning, like left, right, because I knew where it was coming, yeah? Taking left, right, yeah? As I got around the corner where it was quiet, I basically took all those clothes off, took out the, take me to Ghana bag. So I put everything in there. I took out my other trainers, I put my trainers, I put the box, the actual cash box. By this time I took off the alarm. If you took off the alarm, I used to use a screwdriver to bust off the alarm, innit? They used to have alarm on the sides, innit? I took off the alarms and I put everything inside the take me to Ghana bag. And now I got my grey tracksuit, I got my white trainers. I'm looking like I don't look nothing like the person that just done the robbery. So this is like 2 minutes later, so I'm walking with the bag in my hand like it's mine now. But obviously the thing is still doing that whole beep thing, like beep, beep. I think, oh man, I'm going towards the train station, and these times that when I tell the man, I'm like, yo, I'm going to do this thing, they're not on it. As soon as I called them and said like, yo, I grabbed the thing, you know, I've got it, I'm jumping on the train. They're like, you're what? I said, I'm jumping on the train. They're like, you're crazy. And the thing is going beep. I remember, but it was like early morning, so like there weren't too much people around, and the train that I got onto that wasn't packed. But like, I could see someone looking at me like when the thing kept on beeping. But I jumped off like 2 stops later, and then my cousin came to pick me up. He was like, you're mad. How you do that on your own? I'm like, bro, I told you man I'm gonna do it. You man didn't want to be in school for this one. So I'm thinking, yeah, I got the belly on my own. Like I don't have to share this with no one. I'll give him a drink for bloody coming to pick me up, bro. I opened a thing, yeah. I'm not gonna say how much was in there, but I was so pissed. There was money in there, but I was so pissed. I said, nah, I risk more of my freedom just for this, even though I'm gonna run it. Mate, So that cash box thing, yeah, that I don't think anyone even does them things no more. But it's mad because you go and do all them things and sometimes it'll be empty. But I clocked on that when it was empty and when it was, I started clocking their movements and when they're trying to set you up for you to go and grab the thing, fully knowing that they've got nothing in there, so they do like dummy runs and that as well. But yeah, I don't miss that thing, man. I don't miss it. Don't get me wrong. When you start counting the money, the adrenaline that sets in, that kicks in, is live. But the consequences of going to jail for that was so stupid. I thought to myself, like, bro, like you're doing all these things, yeah. And what I've realized now, working legitimately, you can make more. You can make more without having to look over your shoulder. And that's the thing. The whole lesson of this one is that no fast money, yeah. If you don't have to use it, if you don't have to invest it, it's pointless. It's actually pointless, man. Because you're just going to do the whole lavish, let me spend, and then you got nothing, and then you're going to repeat the pattern. That's what I was doing a lot of time. But while I was on a run, I was trying to stack up. But it was twice while I was on a run. And the bit, I can tell you about bare empty cases, but that's long. But anyway, my people, have yourself a blessed day. About to go to my nephew's birthday party. Don't go and do any robberies. Don't go and sell any drugs. People are doing that. That's your life, innit? I can't tell you otherwise. But there's so much opportunities in being legit. Like, just off of YouTube now, I'm getting about £1,000 a month. Slowly. So it just shows that you can make a pathways for yourself. You can make pathways for yourself. Just being legit, just finding a niche. It's not overnight. I've had to build up by doing different content and so on. And some people might put speed daters on here. People don't want speed daters on here. I might put stuff about the football. Some people don't want the football there. I might put this is the story of some people. So different people want different things on here. So I try to cater to as much people as possible. But that's just an angle. Every time I go on the 21st of every month, I get money transferred from YouTube. On the 1st of every month, I get money transferred from Amazon for my book. My book is still selling as well. People are still buying my book. So I'm just trying to say, it's not overnight. You have to build your following. You have to build your audience and so on. But there's so much satisfaction in working hard. Even when I was doing those robberies, I had those money. I felt like a waste man. Don't get me wrong. Like, yes, we had money, but I felt like a waste man. Because more times we're just doing some stupidity, and then you're gonna spend it on dumbness. Being Congolese as well, you're gonna buy designer clothes, and then before you know it, money's gone, and you're repeating the whole pattern again. But anyway, just listen there, man. I hope you guys are good. I hope people that are in jail can listen to this and say, you know what, let me come out and find my niche, man. Because it took me a while to find my niche, and I found it. So yeah, man, bless up everyone and stay safe out there. Yeah, at the moment there's a lot of things going on in London. There's a lot of killings and stabbings that's picking up again, and shootings and that. So guys, stay vigilant, man. Stay ahead of the game. Like, be safe out there, man. Peace.